You know, just growing up poor, you know, parents not speaking English, I mean, you just don't understand the system. You just yearn for life to be easier. I was ready to go, you know. I was ready to make change. My name is Xay Yang, and I'm a student at the University of Minnesota in the School of Social Work, getting my MSW. Upper Midwest Queer Indigenous People of Color Conference is a regional conference for and by queer Indigenous people of color to create a platform for us to share knowledge, to gain knowledge, to build community, and take it back into their community and do their own knowledge sharing. Jason Jackson and I went to California to check out their National Queer People of Color Conference. There was a lot of queer people of color, you know, who were very invested in doing change work. And up here, I feel like we still need to build more spaces, you know, to have these conversations or to be with each other. And so when we came back, Jason, he brought up the idea, like, I'm gonna organize this Queer People of Color conference. And I was like, I'm gonna do it with you, let's do it, you know? So we just hit the ground running and started, you know, looking at what is our vision, our mission, our purpose. One of our planning committee was like, I think the theme should be accessing ourselves, because that's what we're missing, you know, and that's what everybody's saying in this room that we need. You know, we need to access each other's knowledge and make this conference intergenerational, because there's a gap there that we're not, you know, that we're not filling.
Well, you know, Jason and I are just so honored to see all the faces here, and like Jason's saying, you know, I mean, it's been a year and a half, and it's a lot of heart and a lot of sweat and a lot of just working, you know, with our team and with a lot of the community. And so I just wanted to say thank you for being here today. Thank you for showing up for your community, and we're so excited to have you all here.
It was amazing. A lot of queer Indigenous people of color came, really from the upper Midwest. Obviously it was Minnesota heavy, but 2 people came from out of the country. People coming from like Nebraska, St. Louis, Wisconsin, people from North Dakota, South Dakota, everywhere. Almost 300 people attended. Very critical conversations happened. We wanted people to leave very inspired, very motivated. People were very connected. They met new people there. It's a traveling conference, and so it's going to St. Louis next year. As long as it's moving, there's momentum, people are inspired. I mean, that's what matters for Jason and I, and so that's clearly happened. Our biggest barrier was funding, and to have PFund fund a piece of that has been very helpful for us in terms of making sure that it happens. What PFund does is they take risks in communities that really need it. I think they're very unique in looking at marginalized communities within already marginalized communities and bringing those people to the table, right? And not just having their own conversation over here about, you know, what do you think these people need, but actually engaging in conversations with the people who are at the forefront of it all. The amount of commitment they've put in, I mean, I've seen that there's a lot of change, you know, I mean, who would have thought that there was gonna ever be a QIPOC regional, you know, conference happening, or all these other things that are going on in the upper Midwest, you know, and just changing the culture of it.